Hi guys, today I will be showing you some amazing gameplay from Battlefield 3. Um, I just had a good run. I had some horrible games and then just suddenly this miracle happened. But basically today I want to talk to you about the idea of being confident. I have some friends who are very indecisive, I would say, or they don't know how to make decisions properly. And you're basically very influenced by what other people say, and this is not necessarily a good thing. I think you have to have your own opinion, and when you're put into a very difficult situation or under stress, I basically think you should kind of think about it objectively and then think about what's best for you as an individual and not think about what other people think. I'm saying this specifically because it is important to kind of form your own character, and that's really based on opinion. And being confident obviously has a major role to play in this. This translates directly into, for example, how the way you play in a game. If you're kind of nervous or scared, or you're kind of a defensive player, I'm guessing either you're not very confident or you're a newbie. You're just starting out, which is fair enough and everything. But yeah, I've learned that being confident matters so much because it changes the way people look at you, the way people react to you, and it really does make a difference in your everyday life. So I would say follow a few steps to make yourself confident. Number one is learn how to talk to people from different ages. I know this sounds a little bit weird, but don't worry. If you follow my advice, I think you're gonna find that basically, I think you should hang around with people who are, really young. So hang around with children, with little kids. Then I think you should get used to the idea of preteens and teenagers because, they're going to be the new generation. They're going to be adults. I think working also or talking to people, elders, is also really important. Obviously, they've got a lot of experience. They can teach us a lot of things. And that's invaluable. Experience is invaluable. You only live for, a number of years and then you die. If you basically listen to your elders, this is my personal opinion, I think you can kind of skip a few years of experience. If you listen to them carefully and understand what they're trying to tell you, then I think that really does make a difference in your life. Obviously, you're gonna have to think logically. You're gonna have to think, okay, can this person is this person qualified to tell me what they're telling me? Can they give me the right type of information? Some people they say they're adults and they think they know everything, and they give you this air of confidence that they know everything. But you should double check just because you should always be safe. What else? So yeah, hang around with people from all ages. This really does make a difference because when I was a kid, I didn't really get to hang around with lots of people that were, older than I was, just because my family hung around with other families that had children that were a lot younger than I was. So I kind of had to learn how to deal with kids that were younger than I, which was, that was alright. But when it came to talking to adults and when it came to the real life and work experience and everything, I felt a little uncomfortable. And at first I didn't know why I felt uncomfortable because I've done lots of musicals and plays and kind of like student activities where you have to talk in front of tons of kids, which is always nerve-wracking. But it really does make a difference. So after a while, I kind of got used to talking to adults. I still kind of need to get used to talking to the elderly. That was a stupid mistake, just walking into that grenade. But I definitely think they can help you out. I mean, they're a lot smart, you know, some of them, they're a lot smarter than you think they are. They can really give you some veteran stories. So yeah, and another one is might not sit very well with other people, but to gain your confidence, I basically think you just have to do it. There's no other way of getting around it. So say it's like, let me think of an example. It's your first time. Okay, I'm doing film. It's your first time shooting a film, and you're dealing with, you know, with professional actors, and they've done tons of other stuff, and they're kind of, you know, they're not sure about what you've done. You haven't done lots of work with them before, so there needs to be this. You have to give them this idea of confidence. Also, you just have to do it. When you're indecisive, it usually means you're inexperienced, and when you're inexperienced, you lose confidence. It's that kind of circle. So when I mean just do it, I just mean go all for it. If you do a bad, you know, do something bad, there's nothing you can do. You're young, basically. Well, if you're about my age and younger, you're young, you have nothing to lose. If you're like 16, oh man, when I was 16, I used to think, oh, if I do this, you know, it's gonna stay with me for the rest of my life. It's gonna give me a reputation. But when you're older, you know, you get out of school, you move away from the people you kind of, you know, grew up with, and you realize that, you know, life is too short. My brother gave me this horrible story about this one word, YOLO. You know, you only live once, which that idea is just so ridiculous. But in this case, I kind of agree with it. Obviously, this doesn't mean I endorse you to take drugs, take alcohol, and have sex with tons of people. That's absolutely not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is try to find ways of improving yourself. Meaning, what are you good at? Are you good at reading? You know, or can you read books about history? Can you then therefore teach other people, give them tutoring lessons, and I don't know, somehow slowly become a teacher? Or can you, I don't know, are you good at, I don't know, painting? Okay, this might not seem like a big thing at first, but you can become an illustrator, or you can become a set designer. Something really interesting, yeah, and something that drives you. But really, all it has to do is just, you have to continuously, you know, you have to do it. You just have to do it. You have to work. And, you know, slowly by slowly, if you really have a good outlook on your life, then you can really make a difference in the way you see the world and how confident you are and how other people, you know, see you. I basically see this. Hang out with, you know, anybody possible. Learn as much as you can from them. Number 2, just do it. You know, just go out there. You only live once. You're young. Go and do your thing. You learn from bad experiences. If you do something embarrassing, you learn from it, and that's a good thing. And in turn, this increases your confidence, your skills and experience, and your social skills, which, you know, help all the way. What else? With regards to making decisions, I think once you've gained the experience and confidence to talk to people and you've gone through different stuff, you can make decisions really quickly. And again, this translates even into playing games like Battlefield. Say, you know, you're new, you can be forgiven for, you know, silly mistakes, doing like silly things. But the more you play, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more confidence you have. And the more you can do, I don't know, what I did in this game. Kind of be, you know, get out there, get your kills, make sure, you know, you don't get killed, know where people can come from. It's all about that. I guess it's kind of like, I guess you're in the army? That's a silly way of putting it, but say you're like a general. You start off with, I guess, you know, military exercises, books, you learn the experiences, and then you kind of go into the platform of, you know, reality. It slowly becomes reality. And I think in today's world, there's lots of people who live in this bubble world where they're too scared to come out of their comfort zone. And I advise anybody to really get out of their comfort zone, because otherwise, you know, what's life about? You're gonna sit inside, watch TV, relive your childhood forever. I don't know, so it gets a little boring, you know. You don't have lots of stories to tell. You can't say, oh, remember that one time, or oh, that's one time I had this really bad experience. I tell you what you shouldn't ever do. You know, you should just go out there on a limb. And this doesn't mean just like do everything possible. You have to know your strengths and weaknesses, meaning that what's your workflow? How do you work best? Do you work best, you know, with a couple of people? How long can you work? How early can you work? How, you know, don't overstress yourself. You have to know your, you know, the strengths and weaknesses. And I think university is a very good place to start. Obviously, college or high school is a good place to start, but I still think high school and university fall under that bubble category. If possible, I would suggest getting out of there, meeting people you would have, you know, never thought you would have met. Have a conversation with them, get to know them. When you feel uncomfortable with them, you know, fair enough, then you guys aren't the fit. But yeah, I would definitely suggest. I mean, I've met some people online, and they seem like they never talk to people that are like a few years older than they are. And I kind of grew up with people who are like a year or two above me, and I was kind of like a little bit mature for my age, which I kind of regret now, because you know, I should have been a little bit more girly, I suppose. Just kind of been like la la la, you know, be a derpina. But no, don't be a derpina. Go out there, have fun. If you get embarrassed and your reputation is ruined, whatever, you grow up, just get over it, you know. In this world, you have to learn to deal with criticism, which I still have to learn. And I'm slowly getting my way there. I just have to learn not to be so sensitive, which is my problem. So, I mean, everyone, that, you know, I recognize my weaknesses. That's a positive thing. Obviously, as you grow older, you know, get to know things more and more. But again, really, get out there. Even if you're, I don't know, 30, 40 years old and you've kind of haven't been doing anything, go out there, enjoy your life, you know, gain some confidence. And if it just goes wrong for you all the time, just, it's obviously not for you. But, you know, life is hard. You're not going to get life, you know, given to you on a silver platter. I know that sounds really like horrible, like you say that to your kids and stuff, but really, go out there. I would even suggest traveling opens the mind, because you meet new people, new cultures, and everything else. So if you're out there and you feel a little bit down, a little unconfident, go out there. Doesn't matter what you do, as long as you're slowly growing confident and you're gaining experience, and you know, you get to learn new people that open your mind. Hope you guys liked this video, and I'll see you guys around. Bye.